off. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
Buys a little time with his feet. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
Really, really nice play, and I love bringing speed on the field. The more dime packages, the better on those 3rd down situations. Now I got faster guys chasing in the back end with the receivers, and when the QB scrambles outside the pocket, I got a DB now going to try to get that QB. Makes all the difference in the world.
And fires complete. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Bobcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass, it's Manning. Under fire. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
The Bobcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Galloway. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Texas State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to turn the corner on the left. There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You know, looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
Knocked off his feet. We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. To the air, it's Mendoza. Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Moving out of the pocket. He's got it. First down and more. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Gonna try to get it himself. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Manning. Moves away as he feels pressure. Sweet cut there. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Slithers into space. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating.
Breaks free in the middle. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, this guy's a playmaker, and he does not need a lot of space. Really nice job that time letting the pass rush get upfield. So when he got the football, there was just green grass out and ahead of him, and he made the defense pay.
And when I got a guy like that, man, I just got to find ways to get him past the D-line, right? And then the draw play is a good way to do it. Let them run themselves up the field. Then you can see he's got some serious speed. A lot of speed in space is always a good recipe for offense. And they sniff that draw out. With a draw, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Well, that ball landed incomplete, but you saw the quarterback's speed, and you saw how big of an asset that is for this offense. There was a good pass rush, but he was easily able to avoid the defenders and at least give himself an opportunity to complete that throw.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
A run for the quarterback. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Quarterback sneak trying to power his way ahead for a few. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch.
Sneak gets it done. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Manning. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Finds his man. It's Alexander. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This offensive coordinator has got to find a way to slow down this defensive end in the 4-3 scheme. You might want to start thinking about double-teaming him with a tight end, maybe using a running back on some chips. Try to give your quarterback more time.
Leaves it with the running back. Shoot! Oh, another great move! They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable, try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the second half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away, get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. On target to the left. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed great. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They've got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He is going to have nightmares about that one. A big gainer right there for the taking, and he missed it. And the Bobcats send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. It's a draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away for a loss.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Toss sweep to the right. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. To throw, it's Mendoza. Oh, he makes the catch. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practiced this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll go to the toss. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Longhorns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense won with.
Oh, he's got some space. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Can't get him to the ground. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback takes a knee.